The Northern region encompasses a large variety of biomes with different physical features. These factors heavily influence which organisms seek refuge within them, as some physical adaptations are better suited to certain environments. However, the reserve territory yields perhaps the most distinctive terrain, and as a result, facilitates the greatest variation of organisms within its borders. Come along with me as we explore this incredible example of biodiversity. As with every map within the region, Artificialis Intelligentis scavs are present on reserve. Like always, they peacefully scavenge alongside each other, pausing only to pester PMCs and hostile player scavs. Most often, they pose minimal threat. However, they sometimes have ludicrous senses that are agitating to any PMC. On reserve, they are found within and near most buildings, but also venture into the southwestern fields, as well as the oil depot. Following the Artificialis Intelligentis are their cousins, the player scavs. Recent studies have shown the previously hostile and deceitful player scavs have become largely amicable towards each other. Interactions often result in the forming of a pack or a simple greeting before parting ways. This does not mean hostility does not occur, but commonly the aggressor is punished. These creatures may be found all over the biome, with the exception of the tower and the tunnels leading to D2. Airdrops are especially enticing for these creatures. Yet their most sought-after prey are the raiders located near the train yard. Packs may form for the sole purpose of hunting these raiders before the scavs again disperse. Other than labs, raiders are particularly keen on the reserve territory. Their behavior is somewhat strange, as they are sometimes exceptionally precise and calculating, and other times they are exceptionally stupid. They are most often found within the belly of the D2 control center and near the armored train upon its arrival. Sometimes they can be spotted after the hermetic door switch is flipped. However, this is largely unpredictable. Within the underground control center, they are enticing prey for PMCs, resulting in the absolute chaos that occurs there. Those within the train yard are often hunted by scavs as both migrate into the area towards the end of each raid. For the unprepared, they are dangerous opponents, but for the equipped or organized, they are easy pickings. Unlike raiders, Gluhar and his pack are vicious hunters and pose a serious threat to PMCs and certain player scavs. They are found in one of 4 locations: Black Pawn, Black Bishop, the Night Buildings, or the train yard. When outside, their supernatural senses enable them to track any creature who incurs their ire. The guards have absurd accuracy, and Gluhar rarely misses. When inside buildings, the assault guards push with ferocity, zipping straight into their prey. Should they fall, Gluhar and his remaining guards have insane reflexes, and their thick hides soak up mass amounts of damage. Engaging these creatures is something only organized packs, or the strongest individuals, are capable of. As reserve is plump with valuable loot, pistolings may often be found scavenging for nutrition. They often follow select routes that hold the most loot whilst avoiding other specimens at all costs. Most routes will contain either of the marked rooms, the night buildings, the radar tower, queen building, the storage cages, and finally, black and white bishop. They may sometimes be spotted in the D2 halls, however, this is rare due to the area's heavy foot traffic. Though an uncommon sight on most maps, the close quarters of reserve attracts many shotgun users. They are mostly spotted within this area, as the closely knit buildings enable them to avoid the open for extended periods of time. Despite this, they are most commonly found sprawling in the tunnels as they are highly effective in the short, winding hallways. Their blindsiding aggression can be fatal to any creature. In the most extreme cases, it can even confuse them into suicide. The SMG users yield better range than their shotgun brethren, and as a result, they are a tad more ambitious. They prowl all the same grounds as the shotgun user, but may also be seen near the train station as well as White Knight and Garage. The ape-like mobility of the SMG user is versatile when coupled with the topography of the buildings. The tunnels are similarly an excellent stalking ground, as they prevent long-range engagements. No matter how tempting the gunfire may be, the SMG users will avoid the open fields, where they are at an extreme disadvantage. Being caught in the open is a certain death sentence. The assault rifle users are the most adaptable creatures in Tarkov. As a result, they can be found anywhere on reserve, however they still tend to avoid the open fields. The jack-of-all-trades nature of these individuals ensure that they are competitive in nearly every situation. Whether it be the chaotic mess that is D2, or the open air of a rooftop, they are rarely held back by their adaptations. The DMR users are debatably the most dominant creatures within the reserve biome. Their large caliber weapons make them exceptionally dangerous at vast distances. Additionally, this high damage, coupled with a semi-automatic firing mode, makes them ferocious up close. The bullpup users are unique as their patterns rely entirely on each specimen. Similarly to the DMR users, the RFB is extremely effective at long range as well as up close.
Gluhar down.
As a result, they share identical hunting grounds with the DMR family. The Ash-12 users stalk the same grounds as the SMG users, however they do so with far greater aggression. The 5.56 MDR users are identical to the assault rifle creatures. And the 308 MDR users combine the capabilities of both the ARs and the DMRs, resulting in them being present quite literally everywhere. The bolt-action users are found exclusively above ground for obvious reasons. They are sometimes found in the rafters of the train station, the roof of White Knight, and the windows of White Bishop. However, these areas lay in the hunting zones of other organisms, making them far less attractive. Other times, they are found in the towers, which grant them excellent sightlines, but they are often spotted and the tower becomes a cage. The only way to escape is either by waiting, carefully eliminating the enemy, or by making the leap of faith, all of which are incredibly dangerous. Though sometimes seen in the pawn buildings, the most popular sniping positions are the cliff face and the dome, both of which overlook the entirety of the reserve habitat. A particularly skilled sniper will wreak havoc on any creature that ventures into the open. Of course, there are titanic bald specimens that choose to close gun it, but they are exceptionally rare.
Where was he?
Right by that middle between both caves.
Player or?
He dead. Oh, I'm dead. I'm absolutely. Oh, what?
Do you need to pull back?
He's dead. He's dead. I just survived a nade next to me, dude. How are we alive right now?
Finally, the dreaded rat. Within the reserve underground, the rodent populations fester and grow, multiplying and evolving within the tunnels near the D2 extract. Their excited squeaks echo through the concrete holes. The shadows envelop them in a cloak of blackness. Each crevice a place for them to hide. For many creatures, the possibility of a rat ambush is enough to deter them from ever entering this section of the map. For those either brave or foolish enough to venture here, death is swift when the rodents strike.
No.
Are you on spiral staircase right now?
No, nobody is.
We have company.
Oh my god. There's one. Kill him. Good shit.
The D2 area belongs to the rat, and shall remain that way evermore. The Land of Reserve yields an incredible lineup of fauna, each doing its best to survive in the unforgiving territory. Its unique terrain makes it one of the only maps that all specimens of Tarkov may call home. But it is only one of many habitats within the region. Be sure to join us next time when we venture into the other biomes that Tarkov has to offer.